Hi there. We're from Colorado Yurt Company in Montrose, Colorado. We've been making yurts for over 40 years. We're here today to give you an idea about the reason yurts would be a great addition to your property and to show you some beautiful examples of yurts at campgrounds and at glamping properties.
Hi, my name is Steven Cadwalder and I'm a sales guide. My favorite part of a yurt is the dome. I love watching people enter a yurt for the first time. Their eyes are always drawn up.
Hi, I'm Cliff Connaughton and I'm a senior sales guide at the Colorado Yurt Company. Having been with the company for over 16 years, I'm always amazed at the reactions and the appreciation that our customers have with our yurts.
I'm Holly Kintz, and I love how yurts are transforming the short-term rental market with sites like hipcamp.com, glampinghub.com, and Airbnb.
My name is Garrett Walker. I'm the Director of Sales at the Colorado Yurt Company. My favorite part about our products is the outdoor experiences they create for people.
Howdy, I'm John Gibson, CEO and owner of Colorado Yurt Company. I enjoy sharing my passion of the outdoors through our yurts, teepees, and tents.
You might be asking, just what is a yurt? Our first section of this video will answer that question. First, we'll go over the basic history of yurts. Then, we'll talk about the components that make up a modern yurt. Lastly, we'll discuss the various benefits and features that make engineered yurts a great choice.
Let's talk a little bit about the history of the yurt. They came from Mongolia or Central Asia, and they were known as herders' huts. Many of these huts were built out of locally sourced wood and then covered with hides or some of the fur and felt from the animals that were within the herds themselves. These were nomadic structures and built for the herders to live in while their herds were out grazing. While they were grazing, they would finish off an area and then the herders would pack up the shelters. They would load them on camels and they would move to a new area. This new area would then be grazed, and then over a period of time they would just pack them up and reload them and then reset them up across the plains. What we make today is a more modern, durable structure that is built to be semi-permanent or permanent and last for many years.
A modern yurt starts with a round raised floor. On top of the floor is a lattice wall. The lattice wall is expanded to meet the sides of the door jambs. On top of the lattice is placed a coated heavy-duty cable. The yurt compression ring is then raised and attached to the rafters. On top of the yurt structure is now placed a heavy-duty polymer roof. Also attached is the yurt wall. On top of all of that is placed a large acrylic clear dome that lets in generous amounts of light. Modern yurts are engineered to meet your highest wind and snow loads.
These are the highest quality yurts available in the professional market today, made by companies that have specific standards and can have specifications up to commercial settings. Many of these yurts are pitched on a platform and are meant to be permanent or semi-permanent. Talk a little bit about upgrades that are available on your yurt. We can upgrade the rafters to a higher density rafter. We can add studs to the walls. We can add center pole to assist in the wind and the snow loads for your yurt. Additionally, you might look at having a dome lifter. You may have glass windows. You might have French doors. You might have all kinds of other options that are available to you. This class of yurt is also covered by commercial grade vinyls and other fabrics that will last for 10 to 20 years. We make some of the best and highest quality yurts at Colorado Yurt Company.
Engineered yurts have the expected yurt design, allow guests to be close to nature, and have the typical experience that modern camping site guests are looking for. And yet they're also able to be heated, cooled, and locked. Engineered yurts are built with the highest quality materials, and they are designed for commercial use and have longevity in mind. The added strength of an engineered yurt gives you snow and wind load ratings. And lastly, these types of yurts are made by established, reputable manufacturers with experience in hospitality and campgrounds. For all these reasons and many more, the engineered yurt is the go-to choice for many campgrounds and glamping sites, and it's our recommendation. Now that we've discussed what a yurt is, Let's talk about why yurts are a popular option for campgrounds and glamping sites. In this section, we'll first talk about the different amenities and utilities you can offer your guests in a yurt. We'll go over a basic expectation of what it will cost to build your yurt and what you can expect the return on your investment to be. Lastly, we'll go through a couple different real-world use cases for yurts in campgrounds and glamping sites. According to KOA's annual North American Camping Report, many new campers are in search of something different, a unique outdoor experience. In fact, about 1.3 million of the families new to camping said they were attracted to camping by their interest in glamping. Younger campers are more open to trying different accommodations or types of camping, including unique accommodations or a glamping experience. Nearly all millennials and Gen Xers, 93% of them, say they would like to try a new type of accommodation. Glamping is particularly appealing to travelers who want to spend time outdoors, but who don't want to camp in traditional ways. Travelers who do not camp say that glamping allows them to experience the outdoors in comfort, have the services and amenities not associated with traditional camping, and alleviates some of the work associated with more traditional forms of camping. Yurts are a fantastic way to expand the appeal of your campground. They are the perfect glamping structure for families, couples, and groups. With different sizes and customization options available, a campground can have a selection of glamping yurts to appeal to different types of guests. Yurts offer your guests an outdoor experience that is new, distinct, and simultaneously authentic.
A 200 square foot, 16-foot yurt is a great sleeping space and also makes a beautiful office for 1 or 2 people. With a 20-foot yurt, you gain over 100 more square feet. 20-foot yurts are very popular with state parks, glamping resorts, and Airbnbs. With a 20-foot yurt, you can have different sections of the yurt like sleeping areas and kitchenettes. A 452 square foot, 24-foot yurt is where you really start seeing different spaces in the yurt. In a 24-foot yurt, you can have separate sleeping areas, sitting areas, kitchens, and even a small bathroom. The 27 and 30-foot yurts can be used for community centers, group meeting spaces, large sleeping accommodations, and can also be partitioned off into family cabins.
So when you're looking for or considering a yurt, it really comes down to what you're going to use it for and what purpose you want it to serve, right? If it's commercial, if it's a rental property, it's still going to come down to performance, strength and durability, accessory options, shipping options, costs. Those are all going to be very relevant to your decision-making process. After that, it really is about the brand. What are you looking for in a brand? What's important to you? Is there an association that they're with that really tugs at your heartstrings, right? There's so many options to that, but it really comes down to what you're looking for, what you need, and what you ultimately want out of it.
Here's some specific numbers to give you an idea of the total expected costs and ROI of a 24-foot yurt rental. It costs around $25,000 to fully construct a 24-foot yurt with all the needed upgrades. This includes concrete piers, the beams, and then a deck made of structurally insulated panels, or SIPs. An estimate to finish out the rest of the yurt would be around $15,000. A person would need to finish the flooring, sort heating and cooling, and provide furnishings for the rest of the yurt. This would bring the total initial cost to around $40,000. Now I want to look at the potential income for a 3-year time frame. If your rental season is around 6 months and you're able to achieve around an 80% occupancy rate, at $125 a night, over the course of just the first year alone, you will earn around $18,000. This means that the yurt will completely pay for itself in around 27 months.
The best thing a yurt offers is rentability. It can be a 4-season lodging option for a diverse group of customers. Listed on vacation rental sites like Airbnb, glamపింghub.com, and hipcamp.com, a yurt offers customers the option to camp without gear. A yurt appeals to travelers of all ages, especially Gen X customers and millennials who are looking for something unique. Simply pull up and enjoy.
When it comes to heating and cooling a yurt, there's several options available for you. Wood pellet stoves, in-floor heating, in-window AC and heat, floor standing. It really just comes down to planning and preparing well. Any of those options are going to work well for you. Just have to make sure you're ready for it.
Your guests will want power outlets, lighting, and even running water. And you can add any utility to a yurt that you would any other type of structure. You would just need to bring it through the floor and not the wall, whether you're bringing in your plumbing, electric, natural gas, or propane. A yurt is incredibly easy to run wiring in, as all of the framework is exposed. Power outlets can be installed on the studs if your yurt has a fortification package, or be mounted to the floor. Many people choose to have the bathroom and kitchen plumbing on the opposite sides of the same wall. This is to help keep costs low and usually works really well functionally for most floor plans.
If you have a central bathhouse, your yurt guests can use those facilities. If you want to offer an upgraded experience for your guests, a small bathroom can be included in your yurt floor plan. We offer photos, examples, and support to help you anticipate your guests' needs.
There are things you'll need to do to prepare for your yurt. The first thing you'll need to do is build your deck. A deck can be as easy as a round, circular floor. You can also build a larger, oversized deck with the round floor on top of that. You can also pour a round concrete slab. Your yurt kit will come with all you need to raise your yurt. All hardware, doors, wood framing, fabric, instructions are all included. In most cases, 2 to 3 people can set up a small to medium-sized yurt in a day once your platform is in place. After that, you'll finish out the interior yurt with heating, cooling, electricity, partitions, and any other amenities.
We appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about yurts with you and how you can add those to your project. If you'd like any more information, please reach out to us, and one of our team members would love to spend a little bit of time with you, answer any questions that you might have, and guide you in the right direction.